Welcome every fifth year students of Ad-Din Medical College to attend the online class about the discussion on red eye. I am Dr. Muhammad Lutfur Rahman, Professor of Ophthalmology, Ad-Din Women Medical College. Today's topic is red eye. I categorize the topics of red eye in different ways, that is definition of the red eye, causes of the red eye, different types of the red eye with clinical presentation and with their management system. I think every student attend the class and observes this video with patience. Red eye means congestion. Congestion of blood vessels. Congestion means vasodilatation and accumulation of the blood within the vessels. When blood accumulate in the dilated vessels and this dilated vessel shows in the conjunctival surface as red, it is called red eye. There are different types of congestion, that is red eye. These congestion are conjunctival type of congestion, ciliary type of congestion, some sectorial type of congestion, some clinical condition shows the total congestion, that is this congestion all over the eyes. Eye looks angry and very pink in this condition. This is a picture showing only the congestion in the fornix and palpebral conjunctiva. Here, red is limited in the lower palpebral conjunctiva and conjunctival fornix, and rest of the conjunctiva, that is bulbar conjunctiva, is free from redness. It is called conjunctival type of congestion. Here the conjunctival blood vessel is dilated and accumulation of blood within the conjunctiva, and it is mainly the superficial conjunctival vessel is involved, and this blood vessel radiates from the fornix to from the conjunctiva or conjunctival fornix towards the limbus. This is typical type of conjunctival congestion. This conjunctival congestion mainly found in the bacterial conjunctivitis, viral conjunctivitis, fungal conjunctivitis, traumatic conjunctivitis. All conjunctivitis shows this type of conjunctival congestion. Another sign of this conjunctival congestion is when we compresses or pressure over the congested area, it is blanch away. That is, this redness goes away, and after removal of the compression, that is, it again congested. That is, congestion reappear quickly. This is the criteria of the superficial blood vessel of the conjunctiva is involved. This picture shows the angry or congested blood vessels around the limbus. Limbus means around the cornea. Corneal periphery of the cornea is called limbus. Here blood vessel is dilated, blood accumulated within the vessels showing redness. This blood vessel radiates from the limbus towards the conjunctival fornix. This is a typical case of ciliary type of congestion. In this case, deeper blood vessel, that is deeper conjunctival blood vessel is involved. When we compresses over the congested area, it does not disappear. This congestion is permanent. This ciliary type of congestion is mainly found in acute iridocyclitis, acute congestive glaucoma, acute corneal ulcer, corneal abrasion, and so other diseases. It is very important to diagnose these different types of clinical conditions. Another type of congestion is sectorial type, that is congestion is limited in different sectors, either in temporal bulbar conjunctiva or nasal bulbar conjunctiva or in the fornix or above the limbus. In different area this congestion may occur. It is mainly due to some clinical condition like episcleritis and scleritis, sometimes traumatic subconjunctival hemorrhage. It also sectorial type. Here two picture is this, that is one is temporal area congested limited within the bulbar conjunctiva just temporal to the limbal area, and right sided picture is congestion limited in the nasal area of the conjunctiva. Another congestion, it is called total congestion. This picture shows these huge redness including the fornix, palpebral conjunctiva, bulbar conjunctiva. That is, whole conjunctiva is congested, eyeball looks very angry. It is mainly found in the severe infection or severe inflammatory condition of the conjunctiva, cornea, iris, and so other things. Here we categorize the red eyes in differential diagnosis way, that is conjunctiva, different clinical findings like conjunctival congestion, pupillary findings, corneal findings, anterior chamber findings, intraocular pressure findings. These clinical findings, considering these different clinical findings, we can differentiate the different types of clinical diseases, whether it is subconjunctival hemorrhage, it is conjunctivitis, it is iritis, it is acute congestive glaucoma. Just we look after the clinical condition. In subconjunctival hemorrhage, conjunctiva is very bright, bright red conjunctiva, and sectorial type congestion. Pupil is normal, cornea normal, anterior chamber, intraocular pressure, everything normal in subconjunctival hemorrhage. In this condition, there is a history of trauma. In conjunctivitis, that is either viral or bacterial or other causes, congestion mainly conjunctival type, that is fornix and palpebral conjunctiva is involved. Here discharge must be present, that is conjunctival discharge. We call it secretions or pus. We also call it pus. In this case, that is conjunctivitis, pupil is normal, cornea is normal, everything normal, anterior chamber and intraocular pressure also normal. In case of iridocyclitis, here congestion is ciliary type, that is around the limbus. In this case, there is severe pupillary changes, we only diagnose the case of acute iridocyclitis by seeing the pupil. Pupil is small, irregular, and non-reacting to light. In this case, in cornea, when we examine under slit lamp, there is huge kepi over the cornea, there is over the corneal endothelium. Kepi means keratic precipitate. In this condition, there is huge number of monocytes, macrophages, and lymphocytes, that is inflammatory cells accumulates and attached over the endothelium, shows and forms the capes. And anterior chamber in iridocyclitis, aqueous humor is normal color of the aqueous humor is clear. In this case, it is turbid. That ghola, it looks turbid. But intraocular pressure in iridocyclitis in primary state is normal, but in the later stage it may decrease, may increase according to the clinical condition of the diseases. In case of acute congestive glaucoma, here entire eye red, usually ciliary type of congestion, that is congestion around the limbus. In this case, pupillary change also is very typical, that is pupil is mid-dilated, vertically oval and fixed. We can diagnose the case only the sign of pupil. Cornea is hazy, that this hazy is due to the accumulation of the fluid within the cornea. Anterior chamber is also shallow, aqueous humor may be turbid, but in this case intraocular pressure is very high. In this way, we can differentiate these different clinical condition, that is subconjunctival hemorrhage, corneal ulcer, conjunctivitis, iritis, and acute congestive glaucoma only clinically by seeing the different sign like conjunctiva, pupillary changes, corneal changes, anterior chamber aqueous humor changes, and intraocular pressure changes. Here is the different types of conjunctivitis. In conjunctivitis, mainly the congestion is palpebral conjunctiva and fornix. First picture, there is a lobulated area, it is called papilla. Papilla mainly present in the allergic conjunctivitis. In second picture, there is a white nodular area, whitish area. This is called follicle. This follicle mainly the accumulation of lymphocytes here. These inflammatory cells accumulates and showing the white area. These follicles, it is also present in the inflammatory condition or allergic condition also. Chronic condition we can get this follicle. And third picture, that is purulent discharge. Eyeball is very swelled. There is a white discharge, discharge express over the palpebra, and above cases and downward cases whitish discharge. And another picture, that is the conjunctiva around the cornea is swelled up, that is accumulation of the fluid over the conjunctiva. We call it conjunctival chemosis. This chemosis is huge conjunctival reaction is there, that is inflammatory reaction or allergic reaction or any viral reaction can causes this type of chemosis. And first one, that is the red, huge red, total conjunctival congestion. It is severe conjunctivitis. Subconjunctival hemorrhage, blood accumulate either in a sectorial area in the bulbar conjunctiva or palpebral conjunctiva, either on temporal side or nasal side, or whole conjunctiva is involved. Here the whole conjunctiva is involved. Eye looks very pink. Main cause is trauma. Due to the trauma, subconjunctival hemorrhage occurs. It is not infective or inflammatory. Uh, Other than trauma, that is coughing, sneezing, due to some drugs, aspirin type of drugs can causes this type of hemorrhage. It is non-infective. I say again, that is mainly this blood goes away after 2 weeks without any treatment, but we can treat it with only with some putting some artificial tears. Dry eye syndrome. In cases of dry eye syndrome, there is eyeball is dry, that is normal tear fluid is deficient due to any causes. This deficient causes reflex tearing sometimes. Eyeball is in a state of irritation. This irritated state causes the reaction. This reaction make the eyeball red. That is mainly the ciliary type of congestion, sometimes conjunctival type of congestion. Whole eye is irritable and congested. In case of dry eye, treatment is mainly the artificial tear. Corneal abrasion. Corneal abrasion means there is a epithelial erosion. Cornea has 5 or 6 layers. Superficial layer is stratified squamous epithelium. Part of the epithelium is abrated or eroded due to the trauma, due to malnutrition, due to other autoimmune type of disease. When this is slapped away, that is, it is very painful, and after fluorescent stain, we can see under microscope, that is fluorescent stain is positive, that is greenish stain is there, mainly due to foreign body, trauma, and other causes can abrade the cornea. We can treat it only with pad and bandage with antibiotic ointment and kept it for 24 hours. This is a picture of corneal abrasion. Another condition is corneal ulcer. Very typical cases. In case of corneal ulcer, redness is ciliary type. That is, blood vessel is congested around the limbus, and this limbus area, it radiates towards the fornix. In ciliary congestion, in case of iridocyclitis, acute congestive glaucoma, we also get this type of fissure. But in case of corneal ulcer, we can get the ciliary type of congestion, and there is a whitish ulcerated area over the cornea. It is seen on the naked eye or also in the microscope or also in the slit lamp. When we confuse this ulcer, we can do the fluorescent dye test. Dye test is positive, then we confirm that it is a corneal ulcer. Corneal ulcer may be bacterial, may be viral, may be fungal. Whatever may be the cause, clinical sign is ciliary congestion and corneal ulcer may be present. There may also be present of hypopyon also. We can treat with the broad spectrum antibiotic drops. Here is the picture, that is the corneal ulcer in the downward picture, there is a viral corneal ulcer in dendritic form, and other picture, one is bacterial form, one is fungal form. In fungal corneal ulcer, this is ulcer is very severe, but eye looks not so much angry. In case of bacterial corneal ulcer, that is ulcer is very minimum, but eye looks very severe. In case of fungal corneal ulcer, there is a history of trauma over the cornea with vegetative injury. Ulcer may be in satellite form, in the peripheral form. There are different types of differentiating point in case of fungal corneal ulcer and bacterial corneal ulcer. Here is a two picture is episcleritis. In case of episcleritis, congestion is sectorial. I say it before, that is sectorial type of congestion. It is the typical example of the sectorial congestion. Congestion is limited on the temporal bulbar conjunctiva just beyond the limbus. In lower picture, congestion is limited on the nasal bulbar conjunctiva, just nasal and lower down of the limbal area. This episcleritis is main cause is unknown, but it may be allergic, may be due to autoimmune disease, that is also some collagen vascular disease may be present, that is arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, SLE, and other diseases also. Another condition showing the sectorial type of congestion, that is scleritis. It is very typical case. In case of episcleritis, it is simple type, not so much angry, but scleritis congestion is sectorial, but it is very much painful, even on touch, very tenderness shows. That is cause, here also cause is idiopathic, main cause is due to collagen vascular disease, rheumatoid arthritis, ankylosing spondylitis, systemic lupus erythematosus, Wegener granulomatosis, pan-arteritis nodosa, and also due to herpes zoster infection, sarcoidosis, and other different types of disease. Here typical sectorial congestion is very painful, but treatment needed. Treatment is topical, frequent type of topical steroid is given to relieve the congestion as well as also pain. Here is the picture of scleritis, that is sectorial congestion. Blood vessel is very angry, typical type, upper and lower congestion. Also, some in severe cases, sclera may be involved. These scleritis have different types. It may be nodular type, sometimes it may be non-nodular type. In case of nodular type, it needs times to recover. Here, this picture shows a herpes zoster infection in the first case, and in the lateral part there is a scleritis in case of herpes zoster infection. In case of scleritis, there is a fundus change also. This fundus is also edematous. Some cases scleritis lead to some systemic involvement. In case of uveitis, that is acute anterior uveitis, chronic uveitis, It causes the ciliary type of congestion. Typical pupillary sign: pupil is small, vertically small, irregular, and non-reacting to light, but some cornea may hazy due to the accumulation of the inflammatory cells. Posterior chamber, that is vitreous, may be haze, that is causes vitritis. Retina is involved, retinitis. Choroid may be involved, that is choroiditis. Sometimes panuveitis may develop. This is the different types of uveitis. These uveitis causes red eye with typical ciliary type of congestion. Here, in case of uveitis, patient complain of photophobia, pain, red, decreased vision. Cause is autoimmune disease and some systemic disease. Systemic disease, mainly the tuberculosis, infective disease, tuberculosis, sarcoidosis, syphilis, autoimmune disease. It is mainly the autoimmune ankylosing spondylitis and other autoimmune disease, that is seronegative arthropathy type of disease is related to this type of uveitis. That picture shows that is ciliary flush. That is ciliary flush means ciliary type of congestion. Blood vessel, deep vessel is involved and congestion around the limbus. Uh, in the second picture, there is a posterior synechia. It means iris is attached to the lens. That is, it called posterior synechia. In case of uveitis, in chronic condition, posterior synechia may occur. Third picture may a white area in the downwards position, that is hypopyon. In case of severe inflammatory changes in the iris, there is formation of hypopyon, means pus. This pus accumulates in the downward position. That is pus in the anterior chamber, we call it hypopyon. And last picture, in the cornea, the inner part of the cornea, there is some whitish area we have seen in the picture. This is called KP. These KPs are the accumulation of inflammatory cells. Iritis and iridocyclitis is an inflammatory condition of the iris or ciliary body. This inflammatory condition causes the inflammatory cells to accumulate within the endothelium of the cornea. This is typical sign of iridocyclitis. Here is the fundus picture. In case of iridocyclitis, there is a sectorial choroiditis, diffuse choroiditis, diffuse multifocal choroiditis, and also the vasculitis. That is choroiditis, diffuse, sectorial, and multifocal, and vasculitis. These are the sign of severe uveitis, that is posterior uveitis. In case of angle-closure glaucoma, there is ciliary type of congestion. In angle-closure glaucoma, we can get only two signs. One is ciliary type of congestion, another is pupillary sign. Pupil is mid-dilated, vertically oval, and fixed, that is not reacting to light. In the corneal sign, cornea is hazy. Patient complaint is severe pain, headache, nausea, vomiting, redness, photophobia, reduced vision, halos around the light. These are the symptoms of patient. This is a picture showing the dilated pupil and cornea. This is another picture. In case of glaucoma, there is a swelling of the lid swelling with non-opening of the. Here is another picture is cornea is very hazy, pupil is dilated,